Hi there, my Leos, and welcome back to Star Lotus Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of January 2019. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for my Leos. First up, we have the Temperance Major Arcana in the upright position, followed then by the Five of Wands upright. Next, we have the Nine of Swords upright, followed then by the Four of Cups upright. Next we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse, followed then by the Nine of Pentacles upright. Then we have the Eight of Wands in the upright, followed then by the Two of Wands upright. And next is the Ace of Wands in the upright. Holy, lots of wands. And the last card we have is Major Arcana, the Hangman reversed. So I'm going to go ahead and interpret this read for you guys. First of all, Leo, for your overall energy, have that of the Temperance in the upright position. Lovely energy to have as your overall. The Temperance mainly speaks of fairness, balance, and mixing and blending things very well. Any of you baking cakes or doing any baking in the month of January could see that you make some pretty incredible stuff. The Temperance card in the upright it's healing energy, and it's also about, you know, where we're sometimes blending opposites. It could represent where we're, say, having a party, inviting different types of people that we're not sure if they're going to get along, and they absolutely do. For others of you, this could be playing out in the work situation where you're actually, say if you just got a new job, for example, you're actually really suited for the position that you're in. Or you could be working very, very well with other people and realizing that this is the perfect little niche for you, you know. It's that kind of energy. Very, very nice to have as your overall for the month of January. And your crossing energy is that of the Five of Wands in the upright position. This is a little bit of difficult energy. It can represent some pointless drama, needless drama. This is a lot of that he said, she said energy. I always suggest, if this card comes up and that energy is around you, to just steer clear of it. Sometimes people try to drag us into their drama. So it's just, be mindful of that, Leo, in the month of January, that you don't get too caught up in other people's drama. For others of you, it could represent some stiff competition. Maybe if you are competing in any sports or theater or anything like that, maybe there's a lot of stiff competition around you. So just be mindful of the drama part. When that card comes up, I always say, just be careful you don't get caught up in that stuff. In your past position, this is something that could have been playing out a couple weeks ago or a month ago. We have the Nine of Swords in the upright position. The Nine of Swords, this is a bit of anxiety. It could be that some of you were dealing with anxiety, maybe over the holidays or things like that. Something could have been causing some sleepless nights, some stress, some... it could have something to do with this drama. Maybe there was some family drama going on at the time of the holidays or something like that, and you were very worried about it. For others of you, just could have been worried about anything from finances. Remember, this is just a general read. This could have been work situation, finances, that kind of thing. You were in anxiety, but that is the past energy, so keep that in mind. Coming into the month of January, coming off of December, you have the energies of the Four of Cups in the upright position. The Four of Cups, this energy is kind of like, this will pop up sometimes when we're too busy to deal with our emotions. Sometimes this card can represent an emotional disconnect where we just don't have time in our schedule to sort of fit in the emotional stuff. You got to be careful with this energy because, I mean, she is being offered something that could be potentially emotionally fulfilling, but she's just in the card. She's just not noticing it. Sometimes this card, like I said, can come up for emotional disconnect. Other times it can just be when we're feeling sort of ho-hum, maybe a little bit of emotional apathy kind of energy. Could be just coming off of the holidays and maybe things were hectic and you're just sort of not really feeling it on the emotional front. Others of you could just be simply too busy to deal with that. Now that energy gives way in the early part of January with the 10 of Wands in the reverse position. 10 of Wands reverse, I prefer to see this energy inverted as opposed to upright. When the card is in the upright position, this is where we're dealing with way too many burdens. This can represent physical burdens where we're just physically breaking our back, could be overdoing it at the gym, that kind of thing, and really feeling the energy like starting to wane on us, weigh heavy on us. Sometimes it's about too many duties and responsibilities and we need to start delegating. When it's reversed like this, we are starting to do that. We are releasing. Sometimes the 10 of Wands can even represent an extraordinary amount of worries. So when the card is reversed like this, maybe some of you were really stressed out over the holidays and now you're finally feeling like January has arrived and we can just sort of release a lot of these burdens. In a couple weeks' time, around the middle of January, we have the energies of Nine of Pentacles in the upright position. This is the strong, independent person. This is a person who's bouncing back, recovering from financial difficulties, that kind of thing. It's funny, she's been coming up a lot in the readings in January. So it looks like a lot of people, if you have been dealing with financial setbacks due to the holidays, it looks like a lot of you guys will be returning back to, you know, a good solid foundation financial wise. For others of you, this could represent maybe a new job or feeling very secure and stable in your job around the middle of the month. Now, in your position of you internally, not necessarily the face you show to the world, we have the Eight of Wands in the upright position. The Eight of Wands represents a lot of fast communication, can represent travel, sudden travel. Maybe some of you are realizing you have to take a quick trip here and there. It can be short distance travel, can be even for some of you long distance travel, but this can just represent a lot of communication. A lot of you who are in business, for example, who rely on clients and stuff like that, maybe there's a lot of people messaging you, emailing you, and things like that. For others of you, maybe some of you are on dating sites and you're getting a lot of action and activity in that respect. Now, in your people environment, this is how people could be viewing you. We've got the Two of Wands in the upright position. The Two of Wands represents someone who's got one foot in the past, one foot in the future. It's very progressive, forward-moving energy. I like the Two of Wands, but this is in the early stage. People around you could be looking at the progression you're making, Leo, and just seeing as, you know, you've got things in place. You're making a plan and you're looking at things, but you haven't actually taken the steps yet to get there. You could have been stopped due to the fact that, you know, the holidays came and maybe you were interrupted with your plan, but you have a plan in motion and people are starting to recognize that and see that. And your hopes and fears position, we have the Ace of Wands in the upright position. The Ace of Wands, this is what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a passionate new idea to hit you, a passionate new a relationship. Maybe for some of you, you're looking for a passionate new relationship. Maybe the passion has gone out of your relationship, you want to come back again. For others of you, this could be just, you know, hoping for something brand new to sort of land in your lap. That's what you're hoping for. Now, the last card you have up that concludes the read, concludes the month for you, is Major Arcana, the Hanged Man in the reverse position. Well, the Hanged Man upright, this is someone who's sort of staying in one spot, looking at things from a different perspective. The Hanged Man upright is waiting. He's in sort of stagnant energy. He's not really struggling. He's okay with it, but he's looking at things from a different perspective, or maybe waiting for things to change or the right timing to come around. When it's inverted like this, that wait time is over. So it looks like towards the end of the month, Leo, you're no longer waiting on things. Remember, you have a plan in action. You're also getting a lot of correspondence going on. You've released a lot of your worries and your burdens, and you feel a lot more on stable ground with the Nine of Pentacles here. So I guess this is very progressive reading. Definitely, yeah, your overall is temperance here. So you're trying to keep everything in balance, it looks like, in the month of January. And at the end of the month, you're ready to start making your move. So that is your reading, Leo. I hope this helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.